just by gravity clumped together. They don't have a better idea. Yeah.
But considering the temperature of space, you would think that to do anything to wind up like that, it would have to have some heat to it. Or you would see lines where the objects came together and fused or something. And why does the moon still have craters after all these supposedly millions of years of accretion explains anything whatsoever? Why would they have been smoothed out?
Yeah, and that's what I talk about in the next paragraph here. That, yeah, we can assume that things have been landing on the moon with a great impact, and so some accretion has been occurring. And that's because the craters are there as the evidence for that. Well, something that came out, a paper maybe 20 years ago, points out that the moon has a mineral content similar to basalt, lava here on Earth. And we can measure the viscosity of basalt. That sounds very strange. Viscosity, you think of like molasses flowing very slowly with respect to water and so on. Well, we can take a bar of basalt and put a fulcrum on it and a weight and just measure its slow distortion with time. So flowing under mechanical stress, we can measure that. And so using that viscosity and applying it to the lunar highlands and crater rims, yes, they would be like very slow molasses, slowly under lunar gravity, leveling itself out. And so we should not be seeing high elevations and crater rims after a few million years. And so billions of years doesn't work.
Question.
Yeah.
You started to tell us what the rate of recession
Yeah.
of the moon away from the Earth. What is that?
Right now it's like centimeters per year. I don't know what I don't have it memorized.
Like an inch a year?
Yeah, or something like that. It's definitely measurable, and it matches the theoretical value as well due to the tidal friction.
So you could take that measurement and retrograde it back billions of years and find out how close the moon was at one time.
Exactly. That's what I mentioned, right?
Does it actually crash into the Earth at some point?
Well, working backwards, yes, we would get too close to the Earth. And this Roche limit is for something that, if it didn't have its own self-gravity, it would go into death.
Created, or must have come into existence sometime after the Earth did by quite a bit.
Or simultaneously, but definitely not millions and billions of years ago.
Yeah, but I mean, according to the evolutionist idea, it would have to have come about sometime quite a bit later than the Earth.
Yeah, except that the radiometric ages of things up there are similar to what they're getting off the Earth, and so they're saying they're supposed to be at the same time.
Okay.
But it doesn't work.
The moon is topped with all kinds of craters, so we know all kinds of activity took place sometime in the past. Do we still have impacts on the moon all the time?
There are some events on the moon that are happening. They're tiny ones right now. We're not seeing anything big. There are some occasional bright spots that show up when somebody's looking at the moon and there's a sudden flash of light. I don't know the details about those, but they are the transient things that are happening out there.
Apparently so small impact they can't see it.
Yeah. And nothing big has hit them recently. Okay. Anyway, these problems all indicate that the Earth-Moon system was created and not long ago. Okay. So naturalism, that the universe created by natural forces only, we have some failures. The heavens were indeed stretched out, but the Big Bang was not the cause. The Big Bang theory is a crumbling patchwork unsuccessfully trying to explain observations. The nebular theory cannot account for the design features in this solar system, and so the Earth did not come about by the proposed natural ways. I don't go into it here, but the origin of life by chemical means only does not, by chemical means only, does not work and cannot work by the laws that we understand. And while microevolution is observed within fixed boundaries, macroevolution did not occur. Like frogs do not turn into people over time. That happens in fairy tales only. Now, some people say that evolution is a fairy tale for adults. Okay, radiometric dating has assumptions that may not be true, and anomalous dates abound, yielding old ages for young things. And just as a reminder, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, rather than things happening by natural processes. Okay, there are some people who are trying to compromise. They see these scientists saying that things happen by natural processes, and they look at the Bible and they're trying to make things fit. I'm getting dry up here in my throat. Since naturalism cannot properly explain the universe, including this Earth, there is no need for compromise with it. Liberal, gap, and progressive creation theologies are not necessary. Theistic evolution, and that's where I came from. I grew up as a theistic evolutionist up until after my PhD. That claims that God used evolution to make the creation. But evolution did not happen in terms of the macroevolution that's envisaged, and neither side respects theistic evolution. There's the gap theory that seeks to insert the fossil record between the first two verses of Genesis, before sin and Noah's flood, and that's what the cartoon is indicating right there. So they're trying to stuff all kinds of